Hi, everyone. We're going to give people a couple minutes to come in. I'm sure, um, everybody's has a lot to think about after all the sessions and this last youth panel. So we'll
Absolutely.
give you a minute or two, right, Chris?
Yeah, that'd be good. You see, I'm at cup of tea time in my part of the world.
That's great. I'm not, but any time is a cup of tea time, isn't it? Especially with something sweet, especially with a biscuit.
A biscuit, there you are. A rich tea biscuit. Yeah,
Exactly. So we'll give it one more minute and then we'll get started.
sure.
Thank you to everyone, because I know some people are watching this from the lobby, not necessarily in the session.
Okay.
So, yes. Again, I want to thank everybody, every single person who joined, and those of you who weren't able to join, who are watching this on YouTube, thank you also for participating. We're really excited about this third year of doing the online mental health conference. So we expect to be doing this every year. I think Chris, I think we had a really good team with Catalyst, right?
Well, we certainly did. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you anyway.
I know we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but actually, we've really had a good time, and your team has been fantastic.
They have been fantastic.
Mm.
All right, well, here we are. It's 33 past whatever hour it is where all of you are. So I just want to say thank you again to everyone for your participation, for your enthusiasm, for your commitment to mental health and well-being. And I think that this just goes to show we had over 900 people register, which is so exciting, and about 500 participated. So we're hoping that those who weren't able to come can watch the sessions on video, but we're so excited. Clearly, even with so many conferences online, we all still feel like we have so much more to learn, right, from each other and to talk about and brainstorm and explore. And I think this just proves that. So we are so grateful to each of you for participating and for everything. I want to also thank our co-host Catalyst 2030, the mental health collaboration, specifically, and with Chris's vision and leadership. It's been so great to work on this together. We had such a really a great team, and our team here also at Glasswing for putting this together. Mark, Kath, Maddie. I know that Florencia, everybody's been working. The tech team, I really want to thank the tech team. This has been a great platform. I think whenever we had I didn't, any, for example, I'm really not very tech savvy, so they were really helpful in getting me on online when I couldn't figure things out. Our speakers have been really incredible. I think the diversity of perspectives, of experiences, of locations. Thank you, everyone, with the comments on the chat. We are reading those, so we're so grateful to you, the speakers, the moderators, the panelists, everybody who's been here, everybody for their questions. We are going to ask you to please, we'd really appreciate it if you could fill out a survey that will be sent to you both after this, and then also, if you're not able to fill it out now, a quick survey that we will send in the follow-up email. And we will also share all the videos so you can watch the sessions that you weren't able to attend. So, but we would really appreciate you filling out the survey. As you can imagine, we're doing this every year, so we want your feedback. We want to know what your opinions are, what you think we can do better or do differently, what other topics you'd like us to bring forward, and what ideas you have for us. So please do fill that out. And any other information you want to share with us, you can just reply to the email that'll be sending you that information. So I think I'm going to hand it over to you, Chris, to help us kind of, circle back and do a little bit of kind of
Sure.
running through a summary of the sessions that we had together today.
Sure, very, very briefly, because I know that people have other things they want to go on and do now. But I think it's been a very, very rich day. Great, as Lou says in the chat there, it's been a great deal to learn, very profound sessions today, I thought. And let's face it, over the 2 days, it's been great. We started with the session that you were moderating, Selena, Trauma and Conflict, with Gabriella and Vivian. I learned a lot in that session, although I've been in the past involved in trauma management of various kinds, but I thought it was a very, very interesting and wise session. And then Lois Holzman led a very interesting group, session 2, Emotional Wellbeing Through Play. We had some great speakers there, and I thought that the way in which she integrated those various speakers into the session was a very satisfying whole. That was great. And then Sumati Balasubramanian, Sue did a wonderful job in welcoming a group of distinguished speakers to talk about mental health among HIV patients. Very interesting to get this particular perspective. I don't think everybody thinks about this, but of course, you know, when you have a serious illness like HIV/AIDS, then of course there are mental health consequences, which are very important. I was both days, I was really impressed with the mindfulness sessions that we had. Gentleman today from Glasswing, Selena, did a great, very simple, but simple was best kind of session, which was really good. After that, we went into this whole question of the intersection of climate change with mental health. And Gary Balkan, an old friend of mine, brought a couple of people in. We were very grateful to Jan from UNDP for stepping in for Nika, who wasn't able to attend, and of course Dr. Maharaj. So in all, we got a very good view of the situation. Gary, of course, talked about COP2, which is the program that he is particularly emphasizing at the moment. And then we had a very disreputable moderator called Chris Underhill, I don't know who that is, doing session 5, Scalable Models in Community Mental Health. I was delighted to have Tandiwe, Zvicom Barrero, and Vincent join from the Friendship Bench and from Strong Minds. They did a wonderful job in presenting these 2 very powerful models, community-based models, which I must say I loved just hearing about. And then we had some very strong questions about it, and we had, I think, a really interesting insight into how so-called, in quotes, talking therapy can work well on the ground. And then we finished it off with Leon Zeitz being his usual wonderful spiritual self, leading a youth activism and peer support model discussion with Marilyn Lopez, Mota Grace Gatera, and Matthew Hewson from Cities Rise. Wonderful, wonderful time was had by all, I think, is what I can say. And in passing back to you, Selena, just to say what fun it's been to work with you and to work with your team. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Chris. I mean, we had also Erdla, we had Lauren, who also helped. I mean, there's been so many people who have been involved. This has been a real collective effort. And I think in general, I think we're all here because mental health and amplifying access to mental health is a collective effort. So I think I'd just sign off by saying that we look forward to being in touch. We look forward to hopefully having different partnerships. I think someone said that in the chat, come out of this and contacts. I know that the organizations that we've looked at as, you know, models that we'd like to learn from and emulate and adapt and replicate, it's been through conferences like this. And then you kind of write to people or gently stalk them until you're able to finally speak to them and ask them to impart more wisdom and experience and lessons learned. So please, I hope that that you are able to do that following this, and that we all can walk away feeling like we have more tools, more information, at least more of a network around mental health that we can pull from to continue learning from each other. Again, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you definitely next year, but in the meantime, I hope we can stay connected. Thank you so much again to everybody who's helped make this possible. We are really excited and hope to see you again. So please fill out that survey and let us know what you think. And if not, just reach out to us at mentalhealth@westwing.org. Thank you very,
Absolutely.
very much. Have an excellent day or evening.
Thank you very much, Selena. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Chris.